At a time when the enemy powers are converging on Germany from all sides, Germany's leaders have decided on further radical measures for total war mobilization. The number of daily papers and magazines has once again been reduced through consolidation. The same applies to the whole of Germany's cultural life. All theaters, music halls and cabarets were closed down on September the 1st. Nonetheless, Germany's worldwide cultural status will remain uncontested. Right into the 5th year of the war, Germany's cultural life carried on without restriction and even intensified, in contrast to other countries at war, which closed down their most important theaters shortly after the beginning of the war. The life of our nation, the greatness of its mission, and the severity of the times oblige every German to bear part of the burdens of war on their shoulders. Women inducted for labor duties enter an armaments factory for the first time. Their registrations in the factory's personnel office show the variety of different professions they come from. The reality turns out to be different from what some had expected, and guided by a colleague, they are shown around their future workplace. This is followed by a task which is still part of the induction process. The women are at first familiarized with the unfamiliar materials. Their dexterity enables these women to work independently after only a few hours of training. The war has produced a few new sights in our cities. To save fuel, the trams have been put into service for the local transportation of goods. Vital goods are carried quickly from the distribution centers to the different parts of town. Often the goods can be driven right up to the shopkeeper's door. The tram also finds a new role towing trains of vehicles. As in East Prussia, on the other eastern borders of the Reich too, tens of thousands have reported with spade in hand to build fortifications. In collaboration between party and Wehrmacht, quickly formed decisions and plans have been swiftly put into action here. The fighting on the Eastern Front. In the northern and central sectors of the Eastern Front, the stiffening of German resistance has stabilized the line of the front. Tanks and motorized units from East Prussia break through the Russian defensive line before Riga, liberate the towns of Tukum and Kemern, and link up again with our divisions fighting in Courland. This action is energetically supported by the deployment of a battle group of German naval forces who neutralize nests of Bolshevik resistance along the coast of Courland. Attempts by the Bolsheviks to prevent the breakthrough through the deployment of heavy armored units are smothered in flames by our flak. T-34 attacks. It is blown up at extreme close range using an anti-tank grenade launcher. The Bolshevik tanks run into an annihilating hail of fire from guns of all kinds. At other points on the Eastern Front too, strong units of German troops have moved onto the counter-offensive. Infantry are carried forward on self-propelled guns. Reconnaissance vehicles reconnoiter enemy positions in a village. The enemy tank attacks are fought off with great success by self-propelled guns. The sight of burning T-34s characterizes these battles. German grenadiers after a hard fight. The swastika flag flies once more over liberated Kemmern. Two members of the same regiment, Oberleutnant Jarsky and Rifleman Ziedler, are awarded the Iron Cross First Class, Tank Destruction Badge and Knight's Cross by Oak Leaves bearer Major General von Zählberg. Both joyfully receive the congratulations of their comrades. Best of luck.
Weiterhin.